45 stupidest ways people accidentally became rich. You're told that wealth is earned. Study hard, build skills, plan the future. Cute theory. But sometimes the universe hurls a briefcase of cash at whoever happens to be standing nearest, then pretends it never happened. This file isn't about vision or strategy. It's an audit of chaos. We're documenting the moments when accidents matured into assets, when mistakes IPO'd, when the market wrote a love letter to stupidity and signed it, sincerely, reality. Here's how this works. 40 quick cases, each a tiny detonation. A setup ordinary enough to be ignored, a left turn into nonsense, and a balance sheet that shouldn't exist. No heroes, no villains, just a parade of people who tripped over good fortune and woke up with a tax problem. Some of them found value where no one bothered to look. Others mislabeled their way into patents, customers, and headlines. A few simply became the joke, and then got paid because everyone kept laughing. If you came for a moral, you'll be disappointed. The closest thing to a lesson is that timing, error, and attention are worth more than competence in economies allergic to patience. That's not fair, but it is funny, and funny tends to monetize. So, fasten your seatbelt. We're opening the drawer labeled Accidental Wealth, where logic takes unpaid leave, and the cash flow looks like a clerical error with great PR. Welcome to the Absurdist files. File 001. The stupidest ways people accidentally became rich. 1. He bought a sagging thrift store couch for spare change and a backache. When a seam ripped, he reached in to yank stuffing and pulled out envelopes, old bonds, matured beyond memory. The address on the receipt belonged to a building that had changed owners twice. He tried to return the windfall and found only paperwork ghosts. The bank didn't care about his conscience. It cared about the coupons. 2. She flipped ugly sweaters online. One sweater came with a heavy costume brooch pinned to the hem. A curious buyer asked for a close-up. A jeweler DM'd 2 words. That's real. The hallmark matched a defunct Parisian house. The stones weren't pretending, and the appraisal sounded like a typo. Her listing had been $20. The brooch paid a semester and a silence. 3. He found an old hard drive in a kitchen drawer, the kind of silicon graveyard where gadgets go to be forgotten. Third try on the password, a dusty wallet file blinked awake. Years earlier, he'd bought a joke amount of a boring coin. Time, mania, and inflation had turned the punchline into an apology from the future. He wasn't wise. He was early by accident. 4. A storm toppled trees along a rural fence and rang a metallic note under the shovel. Buried there, a corroded cash box stuffed with rolled coins, and a note from an ancestor who didn't trust banks. Inflation had punished the paper, but rarity rewarded the metal. The family called a lawyer, then an auction. The past finally paid the property tax. 5. He listed an item with the wrong currency and an extra zero. It sold in seconds. The screenshot became the ad he never could have afforded. Memes explained his mistake to a market he didn't know existed, and suddenly the right price looked timid. He didn't invent demand. He merely embarrassed it into showing up. 6. Her grandmother's jewelry lived in a shoebox with plastic beads and cardigan buttons. During a move, a clasp cracked and revealed an engraved maker's mark no one had noticed in 50 years. Appraisers produced velvet, magnifiers, and a number that replaced everyone's skepticism. The box had been labeled costume. Costumes sometimes pay the actors. 7. He uploaded a 10-second complaint about a broken appliance. The audio looped perfectly. DJs sampled it. Brands parodied it. Someone choreographed a dance to a sigh. An agency licensed the original and sent money with legalese attached. His review wasn't helpful, informative, or kind. It was profitable, which is a different category. 8. A lab intern mislabeled a batch and left it over a long weekend. The gel that should have failed refused to behave, and the graphs went wrong in a useful direction. The team almost tossed it. The intern begged for one more test. Patents are biographies of stubborn accidents. This one started with a Sharpie. 9. He bought a ridiculous domain name after an argument about branding. Years later, a real company with that exact ridiculous name needed the .com. Their first offer was generous. Their third suggested an IPO calendar. He sold the punchline and watched a single page load into a down payment. 10. She loved vintage lunchboxes. The tin kind with astronauts and sandwiches that tasted like metallurgy. A dent hit a doubled wall. Inside waited a child's stash of trading cards. Nobody cared about then, and everybody bids on now. Condition near mint. Scarcity absurd. She retired a hobby that suddenly could afford itself. Stupidity pays when idiocy went platinum. 11. A college dropout bought an expired website domain for $12 to get free trials with its email. A week later, confused investors began writing him, mistaking him for the company that once owned it. He replied politely, then billed them for consulting. Ignorance turned into intellectual property. 12. She spilled coffee on a painting she meant to sell at a yard sale. To hide the stain, she smeared it with her hand, creating what one buyer called a cry trapped in caffeine. A local influencer reposted it. A gallery called The Accident sold for 5 figures. Art critics called it intentional emotion. She called it breakfast. 13. A mechanic lost his job and vented on camera while fixing his truck. During editing, he accidentally sped up the footage. The squeaky rant went viral. Brands asked for collabs. DJs remixed him. And the internet adopted his voice as a reaction meme. His unemployment turned into passive income. 14. 2 roommates created a parody cryptocurrency named after their cat, complete with a clip art logo and nonsense manifesto. Within weeks, traders inflated it beyond comprehension. They sold early, terrified, before it crashed. The cat, now famous, earned sponsorship deals. Somewhere, Wall Street is still trying to graft the joke. 15. He ordered t-shirts from a factory that printed the logo backward. Instead of refunding, he sold them as limited misprints. Irony took care of the rest. People begged for more errors, and his store's tagline became prophetic. Mistakes welcome. 16. She launched a sarcastic crowdfunding campaign titled, "Buy me lunch so I can cry less at work." It was supposed to mock influencer culture. Donations exploded. Media called it performance art. Her boss called HR. She called it proof of concept. 17. A warehouse cleaner saved discarded prototypes of a failed toy line. Years later, nostalgia forums rediscovered the cartoon. Collectors begged for proof it existed. He posted photos from his attic. Auctions did the rest. Trash, once again, outperformed effort. 18. A novelist papered his wall with rejection letters as decoration. A friend shared a photo. An art gallery called it the physical manifestation of persistence. He sold the wall before his next manuscript found a publisher. The letters had finally said yes. 19. Two hikers stumbled on a rusted sign reading, "Future site of Paradise Mall, opening 1974. There was no mall, just weeds. They posted it online as irony. The internet turned it into a lifestyle brand. They trademarked Paradise. The world paid for the joke it never built. 20. She left her sketchbook in a cafe. The barista displayed it on the counter, thinking it was a community art project. A journalist photographed it for a story about grassroots creativity. Overnight, she became the face of the movement. She tipped the barista 10%, in gratitude and irony. Wealth has no logic. 20 stories in, and the pattern is painfully clear. Wealth doesn't climb ladders. It slips on banana peels and lands on a throne. Luck isn't a visitor. It's an intruder with perfect timing. Economists call these outliers. The rest of us call them proof the system's on autopilot. These weren't visionaries. They were placeholders the universe mistook for entrepreneurs. Each misstep was an invoice the cosmos accidentally paid. If there's a moral here, it's that hard work builds character, and character isn't listed on the stock exchange. Welcome to the absurd economy, where logic gets audited and chaos files for taxes. Accidental genius, fortune by mistake. 21. He coded a useless mobile app that simulated bubble wrap popping. It cost 99 cents, took one night to build, and was meant as a joke. Influencers downloaded it ironically, and irony forgot to log out. Within a month, millions had paid to hear fake plastic explode. He quit his job and learned that boredom scales better than ambition. 22. A bakery worker forgot to add sugar to a batch of donuts. Rather than trash them, the manager labeled them zero sugar wellness rings. Diet bloggers latched on, investors followed, and soon the bakery exported flavorless circles worldwide. She never mastered marketing. Marketing mastered her. 23. He painted his parking space pink to annoy his neighbor. The homeowners association fined him, then reversed the fine when a photo went viral as local protest art. Galleries called. He began painting random objects, sold prints, and renamed his rebellion the Driveway Manifesto. The HOA now features him in brochures. 24. A student wrote a fake resume filled with absurd jobs. Time travel intern, assistant to the moon. She posted it online as satire. Recruiters praised her creativity. A marketing firm hired her to think differently. She accepted, assuming it was a prank. It wasn't. Her degree in nothing had finally paid off. 25. A retired teacher painted faces on rocks to pass time. Nobody bought them, so she left them around town. Tourists found them, posted photos, and created a viral hashtag. Local news called it interactive street art. The teacher called it litter. The rocks funded her retirement anyway. 26. During a factory glitch, a snack company produced chips shaped like religious symbols. They were supposed to be destroyed. An employee saved a few bags and sold them online for fun. Collectors and conspiracy theorists fought over them. One chip fetched 5 figures. Corporate marketing rebranded failure as faith. 27. He built a website that generated random motivational quotes. Most made no sense. Fear the lettuce. The nonsense became cult wisdom. A merch store followed, then speaking invitations. By the time he confessed it was algorithmic gibberish, no one cared. The audience preferred prophets who didn't overthink. 28. A librarian found a century-old overdue book. The fine had accumulated into thousands. She posted the receipt online, joking that the library was now rich. Donations poured in. They built a new reading room. The headline wrote itself. Late fees fund future. 29. Two engineers designed a self-stirring coffee mug, but forgot to patent it. A random YouTuber reviewed it, wrongly naming them as inventors. Orders flooded in before they had stock. When lawsuits started, no one could prove ownership. They just kept selling. Profit by confusion. 30. He bought an abandoned amusement park ride for scrap metal. Photos of the dismantling sparked nostalgia online. Strangers begged him to restore it. Crowdfunding soared. Journalists came. The ride reopened as the last carousel. He'd planned to melt memories down. Instead, he started charging admission. Mistakes make money. 30 files deep. And a theme emerges. Stupidity evolves. Yesterday's errors are today's innovations, and tomorrow's case studies. Every accident here started with panic, then pivoted into profit. In nature, mistakes die. In capitalism, they open franchises. What we call genius might just be stupidity that refused to apologize. If the world keeps rewarding the wrong click, the wrong batch, the wrong resume, maybe error isn't the opposite of logic. Maybe it is the business plan. Chaos economy, when the universe tips the scale. 31. He uploaded a photo of his sandwich to complain about bad service. The internet noticed a celebrity's face in the bread pattern. It sold on eBay for $15,000. The sandwich rotted. The legend didn't. 32. A museum intern mislabeled a crate, fragile, do not open. Decades later, renovators assumed it was an exhibit. Inside were early sketches from an artist who'd since become iconic. The intern's descendants inherited a portion of the discovery rights. Bad handwriting became generational wealth. 33. She created a perfume to smell like nostalgia. The formula accidentally reeked of gasoline. Critics called it avant-garde industrial. Celebrities ordered custom batches. She renamed it Number 404. 34. He jokingly named his fantasy football team after a defunct company. Their PR team saw it trending and, instead of suing, hired him as a social media strategist. His losing record didn't matter. His memes did. The team stayed in last place, but his bank account didn't. 35. A man filming seagulls captured a breakup in the background. He posted it without noticing. Internet sleuths found the couple. Tabloids offered licensing rights. He blurred faces, sold the clip, and bought a boat with the proceeds. He named it Emotion. 36. She crocheted a duck-shaped hat for her niece, who hated it. A neighbor's dog wore it instead. The photo went viral. Pet stores begged for supply. She quit her job. The brand name writes itself. Accidental Duck. 37. A programmer left a bug that turned every avatar in his app into potatoes. Users, 38. During a live auction, a bidder sneezed. The microphone caught it as a number. The auctioneer accepted it. The sneeze became a meme, then an NFT, and sold for more than the art that caused it. He's now known as the collector of allergies. 39. He tweeted, "If this gets 1 million likes, I'll sell my couch and move to Iceland." The internet obliged. He kept his promise, vlogged the journey, and gained 1 million followers. Sponsors paid for the trip. He lives in Reykjavik now, couchless but comfortable. 40. A biotech janitor accidentally swapped 2 trays of samples. The data looked revolutionary until scientists realized it was nonsense. They published anyway, calling it a serendipitous anomaly. Grants poured in. She got a quiet bonus and a louder nickname, Mother of Invention. The universe has no HR department. 40 stories later, one lesson remains. Wealth isn't logical. It doesn't follow effort, intelligence, or virtue. It follows accidents, typos, and misplaced faith. People chase meaning. The world rewards timing. We've seen couches print bonds, memes pay bills, and science stumble into patents. If the market were sentient, it would be laughing. If justice were real, it would be unemployed. So next time someone lectures you about hustle, remember the man who sneezed his way into profit, or the intern who mislabeled a masterpiece. Hard work builds character, but character doesn't pay rent. This has been the Absurdist Files, where logic gets laid off, chaos gets promoted, and the universe keeps writing checks it can't explain.